The devil shot him dead, and he laid right there. And we got no justice from South Carolina. Being here is very difficult. However, I am going to be Cyrus strong because my son was strong. My son was smart. He was loving. He was kind. I cannot believe that from the time he stepped into that store, as we all saw, he was racially profiled. They followed him around. He was shopping. He took 4 waters, he put them back. He even showed them by shaking his hoodie that he took nothing. And he walked out of the store. And yet 2 grown people chased him. He fell and they shot him. He shot him dead, like as if he was a dog. And I do not understand how that jury can come back and say that he was not guilty. And nobody can tell me that this is not racially motivated. When I go and I look at my social media, I have racist people coming to my page, going under my son's pictures, leaving the most horrific things, saying that they're glad he's dead, good riddance, and I am tired. I don't want this to happen to any other child. No black or brown child. You have to go through this. No.
Well, didn't see this on my bingo card today. Maybe I did. But nail salons are empty, they say. There's a boycott going on, even a black boycott, after the Rick Chow's case. You know, and y'all know how I feel about that case. We didn't really cover that case on this show, on this channel. But, just a lot of things about that case, man, that really, they don't want to report the full thing. They don't ever want to tell you that this happened, and, hell, and I think if you didn't do anything wrong, you shouldn't break out running, in my opinion. But hey, some of you might disagree with me. But there's now like a boycott going on, and Chinese versus black, and they're boycotting these salons and places. And then on this video here, the lady says that they're going to be doing all kind of other things next, like the beauty salon, supply stores, and all kind of stuff there. Oh, and no more. They're not buying no more Chinese food. Hey, that orange chicken goes stew. Man, that orange chicken be so good. Sometimes you don't even know if it's real chicken or not, but it be so good. Hey, that Chinese food be so good. You don't know what you be eating. Let's get into it, y'all. Let me stop acting a fool.
Look at that. We ain't in there. Look at that.
Man, look at that nail salon. That nail salon is empty, though. Look at that. That nail salon is empty. Not one person in there.
In there. Look at that.
Okay, with the boycott of the Chinese folks and the Chinese food and the nail salons, because black women, we spend money on our nails. I'm here for it. Listen, I go to a black nail tech. Okay, I've been going to black nail techs for years, in their own salons, their own suite. So I don't know nothing about that no more. But I'm here for it.
She said she been going to black owned salons. She don't go to the Chinese people no more.
I'm here for it. Chinese food, done.
Nails. Says no more Chinese food.
Salons, done. I guess the next thing is like the beauty supply stores, because they own a lot of them too. Got to be done. Listen, we can't help what the U.S. imports from China. Okay.
And what's next? The donut shops. They own a lot of them donut shops too.
Can't help that. However, we can help what we can help, and keep boycotting, y'all. Keep boycotting. Y'all not gonna kill another one of us.
They're not gonna kill another one of us, But you don't think about this community, man. The black community, we hate accountability, man. We hate accountability, man, and we always rally, with each other for the most ridiculous things. The BLM scam. It's a bunch of scams and frauds. People are sick of this crap, man. And really, honestly, we being honest, man, y'all not making really any noise with this. People in the next few weeks, month, people are gonna forget all about these cases. They're gonna forget about they still gonna be showing love and support to these businesses, to the Chinese people, to everybody. Ain't nothing gonna change. Y'all not putting a dent in nothing, honestly. I'm just being honest. People don't want to hear the truth. And it says, look, you want to know how much the black dollar spend. Look at this. Black consumers in the United States have significantly purchasing power. Recent estimates place black buying power at around 1.8 to 2.1 trillion per year, making it larger than the economies of many countries. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously. Some spending categories where black consumers have a particular large impact include beauty and personal care, apparel and footwear. Yeah. I've seen y'all spend y'all last paycheck on Jordans and shoes and and bags and purses and all kind of stuff. They spend their whole paycheck on it. And look, I'm not here to shame you, to bash you. You do what you want to do in this fast time travel. Live your life how you want to live it. If you want to spend all your money on trying to impress people and getting shoes and this and that and this and that and whatever it might be, cars, and then when you come into a huge lump sum of money or fraudulent money, y'all blow it on real estate and this and that and this, and then you get caught. Yeah, then you get caught. Like they always do. When it's time to get the finance report back, the IRS, whatever that report, they get caught. Fraud. Just like the BLM scam. But entertainment and media, technology and mobile services, food and beverages, and automotive purchases. Yeah. Like I just said, that's where all of our money go to. Yeah.
And then as soon as we pop off and hit one of y'all, they done created a whole law protecting y'all. Shit, making it a federal crime and shit. But I'm here for the boycott.
3.
And here it is, nail shop number 3, empty as boycott all Asian businesses.
Nobody in there.
The fact that you idiots are boycotting these Asian stores as if they are the ones who pulled the trigger on Cyrus is disgusting. Black people don't like it when they're generalized all the time for stupid stuff that a handful of them do. So why in the crap are you generalizing all Asians, not even all Chinese people, but all Asians in general, for the crap that one man did? Mind you,
again, the black community rallies behind the most ridiculous stuff, man. They make I'm telling you, this is why we are far away from a lot of y'all. You N's, you YNs, you people, Black Lives Matter scammers. You think, black power, black this, that. Look, I've had it. I don't want to be part of it. Never will be a part of it. Y'all ain't hitting on nothing. Y'all hit accountability. Same with this Carmelo Anthony case we've been covering since last year. Accountability. As soon as I say accountability, some of y'all shake and shiver and hide. Accountability. And you see, they tried to put this Rick Chow's case and Carmelo Anthony case together. People have had it with the foolishness. Even other black people, even a lot of black people are sick of this foolishness. There's only a certain few that do all this stuff here, and think that they've proven a point. It's foolishness.
it was found that he was defending his son because Cyrus, who should not have had a loaded semi-automatic weapon on him, pointed it at him. But even if Cyrus was done unjustly, And the man was completely racist. Why are you doing this to all the Asian people who did nothing to you? And this is why I say the Black Lives Matter community, not the black community, is the biggest racist group in the entire country.
Like I've been preaching, you know.
So this is what we mean
Look,
about
boycott here nail salons. Let's go. All Asian businesses.
boycott, and we need to start with the.
And how much effort are you putting into this, dude? All this because of the actions of one Chinese man. But yet, when someone puts the onus of the entire black community onto the actions of one person, y'all hoot and holler and throw a fit. Tell me, if a black person takes the life of another black person, are you going to then boycott all black businesses? No, you're not. This is all.
Hell, that's happening. That happens every 15, 20, 10. I would say every 10 minutes. Hell, every 10 minutes.
Fake outrage. And I forget the name of the people, unfortunately. But there was recently a black man who unloaded an entire mag onto an Asian lady because he could. Around the same time as this Chow situation. Why aren't y'all saying anything about that? I'm so sick of racism, no matter who the racism is against.
And then the black, they only show up when it fits their narrative. The BLM scammers. You know.
Okay, here goes herbal nails number 2. Not even 2-3 miles from the last one I went to. Look at that. We ain't in there. Look at that. They open. You see that? You see the door open, right? We ain't in there. Ha! I.e., we ain't playing. Because guess what? We the black women out here with money. We the black women out here paying $200 for your sets. We the black women out here giving $20, $40 tips. And we ain't in here. You see that? See, there's a white lady in there, not us. Boycott activated. This is what we mean. We are not going to sit in y'all shops all day long till 8 o'clock in the evening giving y'all our money and y'all don't like us. Can you imagine us bringing...
Now, this lady has no evidence of none of these people in this certain shop right here that say they don't like black people, that they don't like us. I just don't understand people, man. We think we really some big shots with these cell phones, these cellular devices, riding around in these Mercedes Benzes and stuff with 5, 8, 10, 15, 30% interest rates. You know, car ain't even paid off. Think y'all hitting on something. I mean, man, be humble, man. Be humble. Think y'all big hot shots, you know. We black people got all the money and we boycotting because y'all killed a black young man. I mean, get out of here with all this woke crap, man. Can we just be humble? But y'all want to fight. Y'all want to have all this racial division. Y'all want to go against it's the white man's fault. It's the orange man's fault. You know, it's a disgrace, man. I'm sick of all this foolishness, man. I've had it, y'all. I really have, man.
all our friends to a place where we come here and sit all day long and just give y'all money. Look, we ain't...
I mean, these people are providing a service, you know. And again, I sometimes I get my pedicure, manicure, you know, have them clean my nails and, you know, make them look a little bit shiny. I don't do all that painting and stuff. I don't roll that way. I'm sorry, y'all. You know, but I have them, you know, shave all the dead skin off and, you know, they put them little rocks on your legs and give you a massage. Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, I like them little pedicure, manicure things, whatever they call that stuff. You know, I go every other 2 or 3 months. Ha! You know, give the lady a tip and everything. You know, I think that's just like, you know, a little hygiene care. You know, and I think all men should do it. I mean, I know some men say, "Oh no, Rick, I can't do that. I can't go to the nail shop, sir." No, sir. You know, but you know, they scrape all that dead skin off. I'm just saying, they scrape all that dead skin off.
Okay, here goes. So this is
But the black dollar economic payback, boycott Asian businesses. Look at this. This is crazy.
What? Restaurants? No.
Look, she can't even. She can barely speak any god doggone English.
So this is what.
This
Let's look.
all right, I think I've had it, man. Y'all, I've had it. You know.
Okay, guys, let's go.
Where's all the black businesses in the Asian communities? Boy, I tell you, I think I've had it, man. Again, we back to here. This is why you see that these nail salons being boycotted and these people with all this woke foolishness, you know, because of this Rick Chow's case. And here we have it pulled up here, and we're just gonna pull up some of these clips, man. You know, but majority of the people agreed on this verdict, you know, and they're posting all kind of memes and stuff and using the AI, you know. But there's a lot of things in this case that I called out, you know, and I was like, man, you know, it just didn't make any sense at all. And then, like, you know, he shouldn't have. If he didn't do anything wrong, why he take off running and all kind of stuff? I mean, just the common sense things, man. In this case, you could easily call out.
The jury got it right in the Rick Chow case, and I'm going to tell you why. The jury yesterday came back with a verdict of not guilty on murder in the Rick Chow case, and I am a criminal defense attorney, and I'm going to tell you why that was the correct verdict. Now, the jury, or the prosecution and the defense, agreed to only send the jury back with the charge of murder. Okay, they did not choose to go with involuntary or voluntary manslaughter, which are both eligible in South Carolina. There are not degrees of murder in South Carolina, so murder is the only charge, and this is the definition of murder in South Carolina. Murder is the killing of any person with malice aforethought, either express or implied. Now, malice can be formed in a second, but it's an intent to kill. Okay, in order to be found guilty of murder, you need to have that intent to kill, even if it's done in a second. Now, what the prosecution did not do here is prove an intent to kill. Okay, all they really did is prove an intent to protect his son. Okay, his son testified that he was threatened. He felt threatened. He felt fear for his life. He thought he was going to get shot. He thought he was going to get killed. And that's what the jury hung their hat on. Additionally, the prosecutor attacking the son in the manner that he did made the son look like a victim in the courtroom, and that's what the jury hung their hat on. The prosecution failed to prove the malice, which is that intent to unalive somebody. Okay, what they could have proven is going to be voluntary manslaughter. They should have sent voluntary manslaughter back to the jury, which occurs when someone kills another person in the heat of passion without prior intent to kill. Obviously, the heat of the moment is the cheating spouse, right? The law recognizes that a sudden provocation can cause someone to act without the calm reflection that characterizes murder. For voluntary manslaughter to apply, several conditions must exist, must be adequate to the reasonable person to lose control, must happen before there's time for passion to cool, there can't be a significant gap between the provocation and the fatal act. Okay? That is where the prosecution messed up. The prosecution absolutely should have sent voluntary manslaughter back to the jury, and they would have come back with a guilty verdict on voluntary manslaughter. But in no way would they ever have come back on guilty on the murder charge, and that is the prosecution's mistake. So, did the jury get it right? Yes. He was not guilty of murder. He was absolutely guilty of voluntary manslaughter. And that was a mistake made by the prosecution in their charging conference and their charging documents. So you can agree or disagree with me, but do you think if you were on the jury, would you have found him guilty of murder, or would you have found him guilty of voluntary manslaughter? You let me know in the comments.
This was his third shooting. The jury didn't get to know that vehicle 6 times. Now, thank goodness no one was hurt, but Chow was not charged. Investigators called it self-defense. The second time was in 2018. A man stole oven cleaner. Chow says that man then assaulted him, so he shot him twice. No charges. Self-defense. The man who stole the oven cleaner, though, he was charged in connection with that case. And then we get to 2023. That's when 14-year-old Cyrus went into a convenience store owned by Rick Chow. Chow said that he stole water. Surveillance video showed that he did not. Cyrus ran from that store, and he ran so hard during the 130-yard chase where Rick Chow was chasing him with a weapon and with his son. Cyrus, this child,
ran so fast that he ran out of one of his shoes and his belongings fell out of his pocket, including a weapon, and then he was shot in the back as he was running away. Chow and his son said that Cyrus pointed that weapon at them and that's why Chow fired, but they're the only people who say that. The other witnesses say they never saw anything in Cyrus's hand, and according to the prosecution's experts, Cyrus was shot in the back while he was running away, so how would he have been pointing a weapon?
I'm not sure.
Okay, 98 cents sound about right? Left your account.
Thank you.
You ask me, I don't think Rick Chow unalive Cyrus. Why I say that though? Y'all really think a 50-year-old man can hawk down a fresh 14-year-old, a healthy 14-year-old child? It's running full force. If y'all was to go back and watch that video, look how fast Rick Chow's son was moving. You would have thought that boy was a running back. However, do I think both of them should be in the dirt? Hell yeah. At the end of the day, we all know the son did it. Rick Chow's son did it. Rick Chow just took the blame. And I wasn't even going to post this video. I'm like, man, I'm going to stay out of this shit right here. But the more I stay out of it, the more I just sit back and look at the videos, it's no way that Rick Chow hawked that man down. As old as Rick Chow is, that nigga would have broke a damn hip bone, a leg bone. He would have broke some shit just by running that fast. Me personally, I would expect the son to run faster and be able to run longer than the dad, Rick Chow. If this trial went like this right here, I can imagine how Carmelo Anthony trial is about to go. Like, bro, it's no way that the judge and the jury is not seeing this shit. It's crazy that you can have all the evidence in the world and they still say not guilty.
Yeah, not guilty. Not guilty.
So I just got done defending a pretty high-profile case that I think most of the world knows about. And a lot.
And look, so yeah, I seen this from Kent, saying basically, that it was right that he's not guilty, and then they, black people were pissed off at him, saying, "Not surprised you took the case," and this and that, and they're showing him with his, interracial marriage, because people like to cry about any and every. It's just a disgrace, man. Because we're so hatred, division, evil. We're just a disgrace, man.
There are already 1,000 Asian Americans chiming in on this.
This was moment.
And y'all want us to believe that y'all gonna do something to Rick Chow and George Zimmerman still walk around this bitch free? Man, I don't wanna hear that shit. All that hooting, all that motherfucking hooting and hollering for no reason. Shut the fuck up.
Everybody mad about what I'm saying.
Donkey of the day for Tuesday, June 2nd goes to Rick Chow. He is
You don't have to agree with my opinion on this case, but we should at least agree on the difference between facts and legal arguments. I originally made my video about station.
Drop and speak about how all of this has transpired for you since that case concluded.
Yeah, great questions. First of all, appreciate you guys having me. Great questions. The backlash. Ooh, you executed. I want that. Who is the best trial lawyer in South Carolina? Unknown to them, they also said you should call Sean Kent. Now they also knew I was black, but the client did. So then, Brandon, I went to go talk to the client, and I walked in, sat down with Mr. Chow. He was incarcerated. First words out of his mouth, "God is my witness." He looks at me and goes, "You're black." And I said, "You're Asian." Because he didn't know. He had no damn clue. And what I liked about it is he just wanted whoever was the best lawyer. Now, let's not fool ourselves. The other lawyers are just like, "Hey, this is a black lawyer. Let's try to get him." Chow had no damn clue. Yeah. So then the next step was I looked him in his face and I said, "You have got 30 seconds. Tell me what happened." I was like, "I don't want to hear all the bullshit. I don't want to hear anything. 30 seconds, tell me." And I do that with every client. Yeah. The 30 seconds he told me was our entire case throughout. He said, wait, and that was our case. That first 30 seconds was the entire case. I was like, "Tell me what happened." And he said, "Sean, this young man pointed a gun at my son. I thought he was going to kill him. I told him to drop the gun and I shot him." That was the case. Like literally, that's what he told me in 30. So everyone's like, "Oh, this is right." I'm like, 30 seconds he told me that. And I told the funny part is
That's it right there. Blow it up. That's it.
Our
Not
first
guilty.
meeting together, me and Rick Chow,
Not guilty.
15 minutes. Like,
should have took off running.
Very long. I said, "Stop there. I'll be back." I went and grabbed the discovery from the lawyers, the evidence of what the case was.
Shouldn't have took off running.
And they said, "You want to see the evidence?" I said, "Nope. I want to hear the 911 calls. I want to see the body cam." As you know, the body cam and the 911, they tell me everything.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see if the story he told me was consistent. Spot on. Flat first thing he told law enforcement, thing that was said in 911. Then I went and met with the medical examiner. And when I met with the medical examiner, I didn't ask her if it was 100%. I said, "This is the story they're telling me. Is it possible?" She's like, "Yes."
Yeah.
All of this.
So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is why they are boycotting and trying to make all these Asian businesses, these nail salons, empty. You know. Well, y'all weigh in with your thoughts, man. And how do you think about that not guilty verdict on this case? And how do you feel about these black people trying to boycott nail salons? Let me know how y'all feel about all this, man. You know, we cover this foolishness every single day, man. Every day is something new, man. It just won't stop, man. I tell you, Lord have mercy. But I love y'all. God bless you all and your family, man. And remember, man, it's one love to the human race, man. One love, y'all. One love, man. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Yeah.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.